Tata's back in the Air India cockpit. After 69 years, the Tata Group has officially taken over Air India from the government. After a disinvestment plan that stretched for decades, the government was finally able to find a buyer in the Tata Group. Tatas had won the bidding process in October with an 18,000 crore rupee bid. The entire 2,700 crore rupee was received by the government and shares were transferred to the Tatas. 15,300 crore debt was retained by the government and a new board has taken charge of the airline. The 12,000 employees to Tata will be retained for a year. With the takeover of Air India, Tata could control around 26.7% of the country's aviation market share. Tata Sons chairman N. Chandrasekaran, who called on the Prime Minister ahead of the handover, was delighted to have Air India back on board. Chandra said that the group was looking forward to working with everyone to create a world-class airline. Over 69 years after it was nationalized by the government of the day, Air India is back where it belongs. Founded as Tata Airlines in October 1932 and nationalized in 1953, the cash-strapped airline is now back with the industrial group that had made it one of the best airlines in the world.
The Maharaja is returning home to the Bombay House. After 69 long years of being nationalized and grounded into a pale shadow of its glorious past by a mix of politicians and bureaucrats, Air India is now back with the Tatas.
Well, the formalities have been completed. The Air India disinvestment transaction is closed. The shares have been transferred to the Talace, which is a successful bidder. Consideration amount has been received. And so now the new owners are the Talace.
We are totally delighted that this process is complete. Very happy to have Air India back in the Tata Group.
After years of flying with heavy losses, a bloated workforce and continuous interference by government servants and politicians who preyed on its first-class seats, Narendra Modi government has succeeded in doing what was considered impossible. Even Arun Shourie, the die-hard prophet of privatization, who undertook the largest privatization drive in India's history under Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, may not have dreamt of how the return the controls to Bombay House would happen. Modi's determination to get the government out of the business of flying civil aviation is what is behind the sale. Also behind the sale is the 84-year-old patriarch of the group, Ratan Tata, and his determination to reclaim JRD Tata's legacy. This is what drove India's largest conglomerate, the $310 billion Tata Group, to take control of an airline that was largely flying on the fumes of taxpayer-funded indulgence. Tata Group Chairman Emeritus Ratan Tata had shared an emotional message on social media immediately after the group had won the bid to take back the reins of Air India. Sharing an old photograph of JRD Tata stepping down from an Air India aircraft, Ratan Tata had written, "Welcome back, Air India," adding that former chairman JRD Tata would have been overjoyed if he were here today. So even as the formalities of the takeover are underway, a new board will be constituted soon, replacing the outgoing government-appointed one. The Tatas are likely to appoint a veteran aviation industry expert as the CEO. The merger of Air India Express and AirAsia India is also set to commence next week. The Tatas, who are partners with Singapore Airlines in Vistara, have made a fresh multi-year blueprint to restore the lost glory of the Maharaja. Big ticket changes like fleet and cabin upgrade will take time, but the initial focus would be on improving an on-time performance, better meals and a more customer-friendly approach. Bureau Report, India Today.